So when Tiberius becomes emperor, he was 55 years old, and like Augustus, even though he was rather moody, he still had this idea that there was a mos maiorum, literally a moral majority is what that Latin term means. The idea that most Romans were truly good. If you can just kind of see past everybody that you know who lives life like there's no tomorrow and doesn't really care about relationships, surely there are Romans out there who actually are kind of morally good and care about marriage and care about children and the family. So Tiberius, like Augustus, had that hope. He also was somebody who thought that the gladiatorial shows, all of those games, were something to be avoided, but never actually did anything as emperor to end them. When he came to power, he immediately went to the Senate and told them that he was unfit to rule. Rather than the Senate saying, oh, that's fine, we'll rule for you and restore the republic, they said, wow, because you said that, you're the perfect person to actually rule Rome. It's kind of reminiscent of how many of the founding fathers thought. There is some debate over whether or not Tiberius meant it or if he was just doing that for them to actually trust him more. One of the things that he did immediately, or rather soon as emperor, was he took power away from the people. It was called the comitia, the power that people had to elect their own judges, and he gave it directly to the Senate. He also refused any additional titles they wanted to give him, and also refused having a month named after himself, like, say, Augustus or Julius had done before him. Tiberius's response to the Senate when they said, oh, we should name a month after you, was he said, what are you going to do when you hit 13 Caesars? You're going to have a little bit of a problem with naming all the months after those guys.